Spider-Man Brand New Day, starring Tom Holland and directed by Daniel Destin Cretton, is shooting right this moment in Glasgow with leaked footages, all over the internet, pointing to the excitement people have towards this very project. And also, Russell Crowe's Aussiewood backed funded studio is still on the way as they seek for the NSW government to build what they call a noise wall. And last but not the least, Lil Wayne's has premiered his movie Ibrahim Traore, the last African hero to rousing success in Kumasi, Ghana. We're talking about all these stories and more right here on this platform, The Film Mandate. My name is Papa Utu. Stay tuned. So, welcome back to the Film Mandate, where I bring to you movie news, reviews, and reactions both from the African front and the international scene. My name is Papa Otu, and welcome to this very live edition of the Film Mandate. So, I've been thinking about going live for some time and I'm working out the kinks. And finally, I thought this is the right time to start, having begun a new month. So, thanks so much for joining me. If you're joining me, I just want you to know that all I do about here is to talk about movies, both from the African front and international scene. So let's dive right into the very first story. And in the very first story, a filmmaker, one of Ghana's prolific filmmakers in Ghana called Lilwin, but his name is Kojo Inkansa, has made the movie a biopic after the Burkina Faso leader called Ibrahim Traore, the last African hero. And he's been shooting it for a while now and it's been done, dusted. He began some massive campaign drive to promote it. And finally, just this weekend, he screened it to a massive turnout. So let's read the article that talks about it. So in the Ghana News Agency website, it's published that massive turnout for premiere of Lil Wayne's Ibrahim Traore blockbuster movie. And this is a picture of just a cross section of some of the dignitaries that attended, particularly the Ashanti Regional Minister, that is Dr. Frank Amwakuhine. I hope I got the name right. But let's read the article. It says that the Ghanaian movie star Kojo Inkansa, also known as Lil Wayne, had his Ibrahim Traore movie premiered at the SG Mall in Kumasi, which was packed to capacity. The movie, which had generated lots of buzz on social media, lived up to the hype, as movie fans were thrilled with an unforgettable movie experience. Prior to the premiere, Lil Wayne held a movie festival float to create awareness for the movie and was also in honor of the late Daddy Lumba, who passed away last week. The film, directed by the acclaimed Jackson K. Bentum, praised Burkina Faso President Captain Ibrahim Traore and was action-packed from beginning to end. Lil Wayne, who stars in the film, portrays Captain Ibrahim Traore, who demonstrates strength and tenacity during difficult times. It is truly an honor to see fans gathered here to watch the movie, and I really encouraged with the kind gesture. I want to thank all fans who have supported me, and I am motivated to give my best to the movie industry. Lewin told reporters. Many dignitaries who graced the premiere of the movie include Dr. Frank Amwakohene, Ashanti Regional Minister, Mr. Albert Kwabena Jumfor, President of the Ghana Journalists Association, and actress Vivian Gill, and among many others. The next premiere of the Ibrahim Traore movie would be held at the Uzbek Cinema in Sunyani on Saturday, August 16th, 2025. Yeah, so that is quite interesting. And I'm excited about this because for, prior to the screening, it was quite interesting how there were a lot of controversies about the project that he was embarking on because people were wondering whether he would be able to deliver the project as he has said he would. And for this reason, a lot of people were trying to get, and understand the approach with which he was going on. And it sort of became a talking point, particularly in the nation, because we're wondering whether the treatment of the story would go in a way that is respectful to the Burkinabe leader, or would usually go the comedic route that Lil Wayne, Kojo in Cancer um, usually does his films in. And it looks like he had a goal to continue to get it done because at the end of the day, the leadership of the Burkina Faso delegation, by the leadership of Burkina Faso, was said to have watched the film and they approved it. And this was in his own words, that is the Lil Wayne's own words, who is not just the star but also the executive producer and producer of the film. So indeed, with that being the case, then it means that the film itself received the necessary um, push to get that done, and finally it has been premiered. So it was premiered in the SG Mall in the Kumasi, and they had dignitaries attending, particularly one of Ghana's hailed statesman, and that is Dr. Frank Amakuhini, who happens to be the regional minister where Kumasi, or what is known Kumasi, and what is known to be one of Ghana's subsect prominent film industry, that is Kumawood, is based. So it's good to have statesmen lending their support to one of Ghana's prominent filmmaker, and that is Lil Wayne. So I'm excited. I haven't seen the movie because I'm actually based in Accra and my schedules and timing didn't allow that. But looking at the fact that he is embarking on what is called a journey, or more like touring with the screening, I think in due time he may bring it to Accra where all of us will get to watch it. But for what he has done, he sort of embarked on a very, I would say, deliberate effort to promote it on a scale, an unprecedented scale it has never happened before. If you watch a number of the clips where he is promoting it, where he is sending personalized invitations to some of these celebrities, he dressed as the titular character, or if I may say, he dressed like Ibrahim Traore, just to deliver these messages or these invitations to the dignitaries who, or the special invited guests that he had in mind to invite. So the whole campaign strategy was to create the fervor and the necessary attention needed to ensure that people rally behind the film, that it seems to be a passion project of his together with the director, that is Jackson K. Bentum. So it was quite interesting to really watch how this has ended up being, and it looks like a lot of people are in tune with what he's doing. And so it is indeed exciting, considering the fact that when it began, a lot of Ghanaians were concerned whether this will translate well. Now we have people who are also, we have the screening finally, or the premiere, and a lot of people have attended in their numbers just to ensure that it goes the very way he is dreaming it to be. So personally, I'm excited because we need to have a lot of these things. I'm excited on and several fronts, in the sense that number one, a lot of the leaders of Africa, none of their films have been made. Granted, this film may not be like a Hollywood big budget blockbuster, but the heart and the mindset is in the right place to get this done, and I'm excited that this has finally happened. At least it will open the avenues for others who want to take the bold initiatives and do stories about African leaders to do same. And I think it is in its right place. And I'll be honest, I haven't watched the story, and not just that, but I'm also looking at the fact that, granted, if the leaders or the delegation of the Burkina Faso leadership did approve of it, then I'm sure they saw something right in it that paints them in a positive light or in the realistic light that they want the whole world to see them in. So this is really good because oftentimes you don't get to see living leaders in Africa, movies being done about them. I'm sure we saw that of Nelson Mandela, but most often they are dead and gone, and most of them have not really received any um, treatment in terms of a film for their lives. So it is really good what Lil Wayne has done with regards to this production, and I, in particular, am excited about it. My hope is that we'll rally behind him and give him all the necessary support. It is a step in the right direction. It may not be perfect. It may not be the way we would want to see certain leaders or our films portrayed exceptionally well on screen, but he's done a yeoman's job, and I'm excited about it. And my hope is that wherever he tours with this film to premiere, it will receive the necessary support in in the numbers to ensure that becomes a pattern where we support our own to that extent that has never been thought of. So I don't know about you, but I, in particular, I'm excited about this, and I would like you to let me know your thoughts on this, particularly if you're a Ghanaian and you are based in Ghana or you had opportunity to go into the cinema to watch it. Let me know your thoughts of what the experience was, the feeling was, what you also think about the movie, and whether you think this is the right direction in which we ought to go in. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So, moving on from Black Star Films in Ghana to what I just discovered happened to be Aussiewood. That is Australia's what's it called? Um, Hollywood. Let me put it that way. So they are developing what a major studio in Australia, and knowing that the Gladiator star, that is Russell Crowe himself, happens to come from Australia. He, together with some private hands, have lent their support to building what will be an ultra modern Hollywood standard or world international class standard facility in Australia. And it has stalled a little bit, but let's read the article that highlights what the issue might have been. And in this article, it says that Russell Crowe backed Coffs Harbour Film Studios gets funding for Noise Wall, and this is written by Toby Hemmings and Claire Simons, and that's Russell Crowe in the short for you. And Russell Crowe has backed a $650 million film studio plan in Coffs Harbour, and it says that despite a $5.5 million promise, a long awaited $650 million film studio precinct backed by Russell Crowe and on the NSW Mid North Coast is likely years away from works beginning. The NSW government announced this week it would provide up to $5.5 million to assist with construction of a noise wall on the boundary of the Pacific Bay Resort Studios and Village in Coffs Harbour. Planning for the project, dubbed Aussiewood, was announced in 2021. The site borders the Pacific Highway at a section undergoing major upgrades, including the construction of a new interchange as part of the bypass of Coffs Harbour, due for completion in 2027. So there in your shot, if you can see it, happens to be the like a bird's eye view of where the studio will be situated, and you can see below it is a long stretch of road that is being constructed, which seems to have been the reason why the studio itself had delayed in terms of its construction. Yeah, and one of the things that they were citing was that um, they had to have the government raise what we call a noise wall. But let me read it a little bit further and then we'll delve into it. It says that part of the site was resumed for the roadworks, leading to concerns of potential noise impacts on the studios. Roads Minister Jenny Atchison defended the time the state government had taken to fund the 450-meter noise wall, which is contingent on the project getting development approval. When we build projects, we have to mitigate for issues that are there, but not necessarily for plans that are in the future, she said. We understand that this is a really important project for the economy of the Coffs Coast. So it's been really getting that role of government response. So yeah, let me just end the reading here. But what it means is that finally major studios are being built in the land of Australia. And for for those who may not know, a lot of the or some of the a greater part of the Hollywood projects that are shot in Australia because of some of the tax incentives and some of the facilities that they provide for Hollywood filmmakers or companies to come and shoot there. So it is of no surprise that they are pushing for such massive edifice to be put up, which would in turn attract even more Hollywood studios to come and shoot there. And it then and helps build, the industry or solidify the presence of the industry in Australia. And looking at what they are doing, the whole idea that this project has delayed is as a result of the noise wall being not being erected. And it looks like the noise wall is somehow underway, but it is still mixed up with the construction of the road works that is being done right by it. And if you read the article further, they stated that the noise wall is not just for the issue of sound, sort of barring sound from invading the studios when it's being shot, particularly when some of them are being shot on the lot, the back lot, rather than inside the sound stages. It would also help prevent those on the highway from looking in on what is being shot in the studio itself. So it does make sense that they would want to entreat the government to put in that facility to help prevent, intrusion in terms of when projects are being shot and all that. So I'm excited about these development because not only that, but it looks like nations all over the world are priming and putting in the necessary effort to build their film industries. In early part of this year or late from last year, we had Idris Elba coming to Ghana to finally finalize all the necessary details on a project that is going to be built here, an ultra modern Hollywood standard facility in Ghana. You also have stories in the UK of some new studios being put up by the government itself. And not just that, but there are so many places around the world trying to position themselves rightly to capitalize on the much needed foreign backed capital for film studios to come in to shoot. All this is being done because they are providing the necessary incentives which would draw and attract the best of studios, particularly from Hollywood and the West, to go there and shoot. And I'm not surprised Australia is doing the same because they are one of the most revered film industries that attract a lot of foreign film productions in there to shoot some of the massive big blockbusters to shoot there. So it is what they are doing is in the right direction because they are not just one of the bigger film industries that attract foreign productions into their country, but Canada is one of the biggest. A lot of the production shot in America is actually or done in or what we see from America is actually shot in Canada. So a lot of these industries are positioning themselves very well to be able to attract the much needed dollars to help boost or bolster their film industry. So I indeed do understand why there is the necessity to get this done. And finally, it looks like the project will take off completely once the noise wall is built. even though it caused a delay of about 2 years. So I'll leave the link to the article down below, but it is indeed exciting that not only are Hollywood stars participating in the Hollywood machinery, even though they are not from that country, but they are also returning back home to ensure that a facility similar to that of Hollywood is built to help their home country. And one such example is what Russell Crowe is doing. And for those of us in Ghana, Idris Elba, whose mother hails from Ghana, is doing same. And I'm sure maybe he will do same in Senegal, where his father also comes from. So it is exciting to see that these bigger stars, larger than life stars that we see on the screen, are also returning to their various homes to help build a very formidable industry to give something back to their society. So it is indeed exciting. And I don't know about you. Let me know your thoughts on this noise wall being built to help facilitate the Aussiewood studio facility that they want to put up in the Coffs Harbour to ensure filmmaking is more attractive to foreign companies all over the world. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And for those who have been following news all over the internet, particularly on first and second, first happens to be the Spider-Man Day. Sorry. And in tandem with that celebration and commemoration, a teaser of how the Spider-Man suit looks like was released. But on the second, a full video detailing the entire costume on Tom Holland was also revealed as well. And now another interesting fact has also been released. If you have been following the news for a while, Marvel has begun filming in Glasgow, and with that, this filming in Glasgow is of Spider-Man: No Way Home. We know that a lot of the productions from what's it called, Avengers, actually is being shot in the UK at the moment, and now we also have Spider-Man: Brand New Day being shot in the UK at the moment, and a lot of leaks of videos of the set have come up or surfaced online, and it's quite interesting. I think it points to the excitement of how people are are waiting eagerly to see what Tom Holland's character would be like, or would the new story about him will be in the Brand New Day. So there's an article published in the Yahoo on the Yahoo website that talks a little bit about it, and it says that Tom Holland spotted on set of new Spider-Man movie in Glasgow, and this is written by Greg Williams, and that's him in your shot. And I have videos to show you of this scenes. I hope it's permitted. But Tom Holland has appeared for the first time on the set of the new Spider-Man film in Glasgow. The Marvel movie set for release next year is currently being filmed in several parts of the city, including Blythswood Street, Pitt Street, Wellington Street, and Bothwell Street. On Sunday, 29-year-old Hollywood star Holland was spotted rehearsing scenes and waving to fans while clad in the superhero's famous suit. Spider-Man 4, officially titled Spider-Man Brand New Day, is helmed by Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton. It is slated for a July 2026 release. Road closures and diversions throughout Glasgow can be expected until at least August 15th. Plot details remain under wraps, but longtime Spider-Man franchise producer Amy Pascal, while appearing on Deadline's Behind the Lens podcast in December last year, teased what we can expect from the story. She said, "We have to deal with the fact that he decided he was going to give up being Peter Parker in No Way Home, and that he was going to focus on being Spider-Man because being Peter Parker was too hard." The most recent Spider-Man film, 2021's No Way Home, was a huge box office success, grossing 1.9 billion dollars worldwide, making it the sixth highest grossing movie in history. Yeah, so there's a lot of anticipation in regards to Tom Holland's new, film, and that is Brand New Day, and it's currently underway being shot. Let me not just waste time. I think I've teased you enough. Let me just bring up some of the videos that are surfacing online with regards to what is happening with the yeah. So let me just a minute. Yeah, so this actually is from one streamer called Unbox PhD, Unbox PhD, a YouTuber. And let me show you. So that's Tom Holland in the harness. And this has surfaced all over the internet. So it's several YouTube sites have similar videos of Tom Holland shooting in the street of Glasgow. So yeah. So the long-awaited, let me see if I can get you, the long-awaited. And it's exciting. It's exciting to really see in Holland in the suit. Yeah. So there's a lot more videos that you can find online. I mean, it's nothing new. I'm sure by now a lot of you might have seen it already, and I think you can go and check it out. But the excitement is it's for this particular project is really really high, and I think that it speaks to how exciting people are for this project in particular. Yeah, I am excited really for this because I mean Tom Holland's performance in No Way Home was really good. It brought together, I mean, for nostalgic moments, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Definitely, this will not have them in it, but there are speculations, which actually has been confirmed. So there are no more speculations, neither are they rumor that you have Frank Castle, that is John Benthal's Punisher, also will be featuring in it. And not only that, but we also have Sadie Singh would also be featuring in it. I don't know. The role for her has not been disclosed. Some are citing that it may be Spider-Man's daughter, but as to whether it's going to be Tom Holland, Spider-Man's daughter, or Tobey Maguire, that we do not know. But we also have Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, who will be also reprising his role in this particular film. So it is indeed exciting with a lot of people coming aboard to sub. I mean to watch what is happening in Glasgow at the moment. Let me show you one last video of what was happening. Yeah. So there's another angle of Tom Holland Spider-Man, leaked footage of what was happening in Glasgow, on one of the streets of Glasgow. So there's excitement all over with regards to this particular project in particular. So pardon the footage we don't need to have because we're trying to zoom in from very far places, and yeah. So actually the excitement for this is big considering the fact that this the last Spider-Man movie No Way Home grossed 1.6 billion. So this film is actually, well, it's like a point 0.5 Avengers level kind of film. So the expectation and anticipation is really big. So it's of no surprise that if you go online right now, several accounts have released videos of this film being acted on the streets of Glasgow all over the internet. So there's a lot of excitement about this project. And I don't know about you, but for me in particular, I'm excited about this project, seeing how good, or as a Mark Webb's Spider-Man trilogy was that good. And now we have the Shang-Chi director, Destin Daniel Cretton, helming this particular one. So I am excited about this project. I'm sure there will be more coming up underway. I didn't expect it that very soon we'll be seeing leaked footages of what was happening online. Honestly, I didn't anticipate it at all. But it looks like already we are seeing some of the vestiges of what may happen or may be included in the Spider-Man film. Let me know what you think about these leaked footages. Would you have hoped that you didn't even see it at all, or you are excited about some of these things that are happening? Definitely, there isn't any visual effects. If you watch some of the footages, they have cars flipping and all that. They've not included any visual effects yet, so I'm sure by the time you see the real footages, you may not even recognize what you saw comparing it to what we are seeing right now. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And today being Monday, I know you might have gone to the cinemas to watch some films and you were all excited. So, what I do on Mondays is that after going to the cinema to watch all the movies that you've watched, we take a look at the box office revenue, some of the how much some of these films made over the weekend, and starting with the North American box office, knowing that Box Office Mojo provides the most accurate kind of data. We start with the top 10. It's more than top 10, it's more than 10, but I just only want to handle the top 10. I'll definitely leave the link in the comment section below if you feel like you want to take a look at the entire roster of films and how much they have performed. So, yeah, so starting from the Fantastic Four First Steps, which is still at number one, they've grossed $40 million just in the North American box office alone and have made a total of $198,427,635. And number two, opening for the very first time, is the animation The Bad Guys 2, which grossed $22.2 million in the North American box office, you know. And at number three, you have The Naked Gun, which grossed $17 million, and that's also its first, opening in the cinemas. And number four from number two, we have Superman, which has grossed $13.9 million and has made a total of $316,256,392 just this weekend. And also at number five from number three, we have Jurassic World Rebirth, which has made $8.7 million, and then the total domestic of Jurassic Park is $317,606,265. At number six, you have Together, which is also the first time screening in the cinema, starring I think Dave Franco and is it Bria Larson or so? I forgot the lady who starred in the Miss Marvel. So, and it has grossed $6,802,000 and has made a total of 10,858,502. So the reason being that it's sort of opening midweek and therefore grossed a number before that. So that's why the total seems different from the gross at the very beginning. And at number seven, Brad Pitt's F1, the movie, is still in the racing, having dropped from number four. It has made $4.1 million to a total domestic of $173,290,512. At number eight, we have I Know What You Did Last Summer, which has dropped from number six, and it has made $2,650,000 and a total domestic of 29,268,554. At number nine, that is Smurfs, we have 1,770,000 and has made a total domestic of $28,502,397. And last of the top 10, even though there are still more, we have How to Train Your Dragon, which has made 1,350,000 and a total of 260,000 million 408 and $625. So this wraps up my top 10 box office charts for the North American market. I'm sure you'll be asking, how about the international market? Definitely, I can't uh, go ahead or end this stream without showing what is happening in the in the international scene. So, with the international scene as well, we'll be taking a look at the total box office for the international scene. And for those who have followed the box office, at number one is Nizatu, which is from China, animated movie from China, which has made close to 1 billion. In other reports, it said that it's already made 2 billion and $2 million, sort of. But on the box office mojo, the verified report says that it has made 1,899,867,631. A majority of those money actually is said to have been from China itself. At number two, we have Lilo and Stitch, which has also crossed the $1 billion mark and has made 1,019,581,728. And that is indeed a big win for the studio. At number three, we have a Minecraft movie, which is at number three. It has made 955,149,195 and at number four, we have Jurassic World Rebirth with 766,011,265. At number five, we have How to Train Your Dragon, and it reads that it's made 618,346,625 worldwide. And at number six, we still have Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, which has made 594,218,706. At number seven, we have Superman still in the top 10, which has made 551,256,392. And at number eight, we have F1, Brad Pitt's F1 the movie, which has made a total worldwide box office of 554,590,512. At number nine, Captain America Brave New World has made 415,101,577. And at number 10, last but not the least, Thunderbolts has made a total of $382,416,298. So yeah, that is the total box office revenue that movies over the weekend made. It's not exhaustive list, just as I said. I only picked the top 10, but I'll be leaving the link in the comment section, in the description section below, if you want to take a look at the entire box office revenue. So it's unfortunate that other industries do not have these data. So I'm not able to bring you that of Africa, but I'll still be exploring more. And over the time, if I'm able to discover other places that have their box office properly organized, I will present them as well. But for now, this is the best alternative I have, and that is why I'm bringing it to you. It's unfortunate my OBS stream is not displaying a number of the charts as I would want to, but I've realized that a number of you have joined from TikTok as well as I'm not seeing that of YouTube, but I'm seeing a little bit of TikTok. So pardon me if I'm not seeing any of your messages whatsoever, but I will do my best to sort it out when next I get the opportunity to do so tomorrow at the same time with another episode of the Film Mandate. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for joining me for this live edition of the Film Mandates, both on the YouTube and TikTok. Thanks for joining me. I'll be doing same throughout the week. So you can join me every weekday from Monday to Friday uh, at a time of 11:30 p.m. GMT. 11:30 p.m. GMT. So do well to join me for this insightful revelations or that we are having from the new film industry from the world over. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I'm Papa Otu, and this has been the Film Mandate. I'll see you soon.